Whoa! I did it. We're live. We're live. It's like 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to be here very long. I'm in my super official my news robe. It's South Park. It's very late. No, it's just barely starting to be late. And, anyways, I just figured out something because everybody's like, why is it taking Russia so long to, like, just wipe out Ukraine? Are they weak? Can they just not get it done? Do they need to drop nukes on it or whatever? And so let me explain something. If you're planning for the future, you got to have a good idea of what's going to be happening in the future, which means you need to know what your enemy's long term objectives are and all that. And so, like, if you're Russia, what you know is that as soon as the West sees an opportunity, they're gonna go send troops into Ukraine and save Ukraine, but they're really just taking the land. All right, they're taking the land. They're gonna slice it all up, just like they always do in these really big wars. And so Russia knows at some point they're gonna meet up with all of the NATO and EU and America military somewhere in Ukraine. And that somewhere is what's being negotiated on, basically. They won't say it, but it's like, so when are we gonna fight? And it's gonna be somewhere in Ukraine. Like maybe it'll be in the Baltics. There might be a surprise. All right. Because that's the whole point of a surprise attack. You don't see it coming, right? Anyways, so if you're Russia and you're doing this little special military operation with Ukraine, um, and like you're getting stronger and you're increasing all of your stockpiles and making all kinds of new shit and increasing your production levels and like your army's getting bigger every year and more experienced and like you know that at some point NATO and America is going to stop fucking around and they're going to put their troops in there somewhere. All right. And so if Russia is getting stronger while fighting Ukraine, they're going to take their time because they're getting stronger. And so they're in no hurry. They're like, they've been there for 1,000 years and their long-term strategy is to be there for like another 1,000 years. And so they're not rushing and mobilizing and going straight into like all through Ukraine, like because they don't. That's not their plan. It's the plan is to drag it out and degrade Ukraine so they surrender, and then make NATO like not get involved. So if you don't want your enemy to freak out, you got to slowly choke them out. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. It's common sense, right? If you do it slow, maybe they won't know. It's like that song. So, yeah, that's the whole point of why there was the beginning they tried the whole lightning strike and then they had some negotiations that were like literally signed and then totally thrown into the trash the very next day. Literally the very next day. You know, then they went to plan B, which is like, okay, we're gonna grind them down. I mean, people like look at history like Russia like fought a 10-year war with fucking Finland or some shit like that. No, 20-year war. It was 20 years. That was just a thing. Yeah, we're doing war with those guys over there. Again. So this is just the same thing as that. All right. The Ukraine that isn't real. So point being is Russia is going to just keep working out and going to the gym every day and getting stronger, eating their spinach and their buckwheat, all that good stuff. And they're going to keep getting angrier and angrier with all the terrorist bullshit coming out of Europe, right? Because what the Western like morons don't realize is that there used to be a lot of Russians that were like pro West and pro America and all this shit, and they were liberals and shit like that, right? And now there's not so many of those Russians left, like the ones like they're the ones that like the West and Europe and America. They're the scumbags hiding in the closets and shit right now, and they won't speak up in public because they'll probably get punched. All right. It's you just ain't gonna see them. They're not talking because everybody hates them. All right. So the liberal Russians, there there are not many of them left that um are speaking up in the Russian public sphere. All right. More and more of them are going in to be hardcore. And that's the funny part because the dudes that used to be like, let's have peace and be friends with America and the West and all that shit. Well, now those ones are the most militant, like, yeah, fuck all those motherfuckers. Yeah. The point being is Ukraine's just like the playing field. And you don't understand. It's just the playing field. And it's a proxy war. And that's why Russia doesn't mobilize and send 1.5 million people into Ukraine. They could. They could do that. They could mobilize 1.5 million dudes and they could fucking burn Ukraine to the ground like in days. They really could. It'd take a couple weeks, but they could do it. But they're not gonna do it. They're gonna slow grind across the front line. That's what they're doing. Until they get past like the fortress belt, then they're probably going to steamroll down to the river anyways, because it's all downhill after the Donbass. That's what another thing people don't understand: terrain. So it's big fucking deal news. It's like if you want to know what's going to happen in Ukraine is Ukraine is going to keep launching bullshit drones into Russia and trying to do terrorist attacks and all of that stuff. And Russia's going to continue to drop shit tons of hundreds of bombs every single day on the front line, and they're just going to blow up fucking everything that goddamn has a rifle in its hands or remote control. Like anything with the game controller, like VR goggles and fucking a rifle and anything that helps those things, Russia's blowing it up every single day. And they're going to keep doing that. And as soon as fucking America or Europe or whoever wants when Russia catches them red-handed, like that's when there's going to be a surprise attack somewhere on Europe, maybe in America. There's going to be an attack, but yeah, that's what I have. Big fucking deal, but nobody cares. But yeah, no, it's the online and American media. It's these all pro. There's so many pro NATO Ukraine people that actually think they're winning against Russia. And I'm over here in America, like reading the news every day and watching the videos of everything that's blowing up all over the world. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're getting fucked up. Like our asses are getting handed to us, people. I mean, I hate to be the bearer, but no, I don't hate it. If you can't handle the truth, I don't know what to say to you. But like all those people that think they're winning and you're American or you're Ukrainian or you're NATO and you're Europe, you're not winning right now. Okay, you're like 1 billion people out of 8 billion plus on this planet, and the other 7 billion, over half of them hate you. Like seriously. Like I go on Telegram into everybody's like private chat rooms on the Russian channels, and they hate us. Like, and they're like, oh, being all saying mean things to me. I'm like, yo, man, like I'm not with those people over there. Right. And they still hate me anyways. But whatever. Some of them listen. There's some cool folks. Uh, like they'll listen to us. If you're not a total fucking like evil douchebag, you know. Yeah. But yeah, these people, man, that think Ukraine is winning or anything, they're really they're really getting lied to and listening to all the wrong people. Um, that's all I gotta say. They're yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to do these more often, preferably before I smoke my weed for the night, but I failed this one, obviously. But yeah, next time we'll try it in the daytime. We're growing some food. We got some tomatoes and spinach and carrots and some herbs. It's there's a lot of ups and downs, but we got some stuff that's going good. Anyways, hang in there, folks. I'll try to put together a comp. Like, there's some major shit going on, and most people in America don't even know about it. It's like, it's like not the, it's like normal. It's like it doesn't even mean you're stupid. It's like the propaganda is so bad and the censorship is so bad that normal, average people and smart people, they're believing some really dumb shit because of the amount of propaganda and brainwashing. It's really bad. It's pretty sad. And they're not bad people. They're just really listening to the wrong people. Oh well, I'm trying to help. Trying to help. There.